good morning from Playa Blanca, and it's June and it's crazy and it's busy, but what it does mean is we're going to have a little update of the new cruise terminal that's behind me. We did it last month, we've done it every month, so let's see the progress it's made in 4 weeks. We're going to go and take a good walk around. Make sure to like and subscribe for the channel, turn on them little notifications, because every time we do a video it's going to tell you. Keep in touch and find out what's going on in Lanzarote. The only thing I can tell you that's going on is everything's full, so make sure to get your excursions booked in advance. There's a link below. We'll see you. Let's go and have a look. So here we go. This is the entrance to the harbour where you get your taxis as well. So if you're short of taxis downtown, because I know there is a shortage, there's a load here during the mornings. And this is still what it looks like. To be honest, I don't see a lot of progress since the last one. A couple of things that have changed since our last video. In here, they're busy at work already. The Linnaeus Romero office is now just situated there, okay? So as soon as you get into the harbour, you turn left, and that's the Linnaeus Romero office. So that's where you go and get your boarding card from there. Now, we sell the Linnaeus Romero foot passenger ferry because we find it's not only a better value for money, but it's made ideally for tourists. So you come down, turn left, go there, and then they'll point you in the direction of the boat or the ferry, which I'll show you in a minute. So the walkway is still the same, the roads are still the same, a lot looks the same, to be honest. I don't see a lot of progress, however these things do take time. So shall we walk that way? Or shall we walk this way? I think we'll go this way. This way looks like an easier way. So you've got your Cabrera Medina, your car hire there as well. So if you do want to hire a car, you can come down here and hire a car. I think, or I haven't heard much about car hire, to be honest. I know there was a problem before, but it seems okay now. I've not heard anybody saying they're struggling to get cars. There's plenty of cars available. Still a little bit more expensive than they used to be, but let's face it, everything's gone up. So your Cabrera Medina office is up here, and this looks like it's going to be a big car park as well. I'll see if I can get you a good view from up here. There's a few cars here, and then this gets us a good view of the famous white building, which nobody yet has been able to tell me what it's going to be for. There you go. So that's coming along nice. It's got all the white on there, and all the glass has gone in. I'll see if I can sneak in. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. And that shows you just how big the car park's going to be. So I'm assuming that could be for all the buses and coaches for the overpriced excursions that the cruise ships sell. Now, if you are coming on a cruise and you've watched the videos before, we always have a little debate while I'm walking around of whether or not the cruise terminal is a good thing for Playa Blanca. There's a lot of mixed reviews. Some say yes, some say no. Most say no, to be honest. I'm sort of torn. I think the cruise terminal here is a lot better than Arrecife, especially when it's finished, because Playa Blanca is a lot more picturesque. Whereas when you arrive in Arrecife, you're sort of in an industrial place. So I think that gives the wrong impression for Lanzarote for those people that are coming on cruises. And I think that the cruise people, they come, they have a little look, and they might come back to Lanzarote another time. So I think for promoting the island, it's probably better. However, I don't know where the infrastructure is going to come for Playa Blanca, because there's not enough room, really. Let's face it. And I'm not sure whether it's going to bring more business to the bars and restaurants and local businesses in Playa Blanca, because the people are going to get off the ship, and they're off. So I'm not sure. The bonus for us as an excursion company is that we can't sell excursions to those cruise passengers in Arrecife because it's impossible to pick them up. They keep very, very strict rules of who can come and pick up from the cruise terminal and who can't, because they want to sell excursions 2-3 times more money. However, in Playa Blanca, it's going to be very easy for people to hop off the cruise ship, walk 2 minutes up there and get an excursion at half the price. So I'm hoping that it might help the excursion companies. So that's the benefit. So here is where you get the ferry over. This is the Fred Olsen. So that was a much better walkway. I always walk around the other way. I'm going to walk back that way. But you see lots of cars waiting for the Fred Olsen. Fred Olsen must be due in. Fred Olsen's due in there. Coach arrived as well. And your Fred Olsen will depart from there. You can see there's a few people that are already getting boarded there. And then over here, I'm going to go and walk right in front of these cars because there's nothing going on. Over here is where the Linnaeus Romero ferry lives at the moment. Now they're hoping that it's going to go back to where it was before, but this is the one that we recommend. You can book both on our website, but we find that the Fred Olsen and the Armas more for cars. And again, if you're hiring a car, do check that you're allowed to take it over to Lanzarote, because I'm not sure you are. So there is the Linnaeus Romero ferry. That's its new home. So it's a little bit of a trek from that ticket office that we showed you before. So make sure to get here early. If your ferry's at 9:30, I suggest you get here at 9. Unlike the airports in the UK where they're telling you to get there 3.5 hours before. Now, let's just have a little look at that big building. Look at that. So that has changed because they've got all the way around all the windows, and it's looking quite nice, no? Looking quite modern. I like it. The big building. Again, what it's going to be used for, I don't know. Just trying not to get run over here. It's getting busier every day. So I'm not sure what this is going to be used for. If anybody knows, if we've got any cruise ship enthusiasts that have been on many cruises, what do these buildings get used for? I'm assuming offices and things like that. But it's bloody big, eh? So you can see they planted all the trees as well, so the trees are in. I think it's going to look quite nice. Let's try and keep positive about it. And there you go. Let's see if we can get over here and have a good old nose at this. Give you a nice little 360 degree view. That sun is bright this morning. Look at that. The sun is up. It's going to be a beautiful day today. You can just tell, you can feel the heat. So there you go. Look, lots of holiday makers and tourists getting ready for a day of adventuring over in Fuerteventura. So if you book the Fuerteventura Island tour, you'll come on a coach and it'll take you over on one of the bigger ferries and then take you around the island on a tour. If you book the Linnaeus Romero one, they obviously have a coach here. You'll get the foot passenger ferry over and there'll be a coach and a guide waiting for you the other side to take you there as well. So there's plenty of options. You've got the ferry with bus. So if you just want to go over and do your own thing, you can book ferry with bus. If you want to see the island and go on a tour, you can book the island tour. And if you want to see a little bit of the island and go and see them beautiful sand dunes, you can book the sand dunes tour as well. So there's a few options. If you go to our website, excursionslanzarote.com or TravelON you can go to the category Lanzarote to Fuerteventura, and it's got absolutely everything on there for you. So I'll put a link below as well. So this is the entrance to the cars. As we said, we usually walk this way, but we've come the other way today. And let's see if we can get another view of that white building over here. Look, there you go. big. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Rather than go that way, we're going to go back this way because there's more going on. So before I depart, and we're going to head down by the ticket offices, I'm going to tell you a little bit about 2022 in Lanzarote and around the world, the whole Canary Islands. And that is, in my opinion, travel is going to be very stressful. But with everything that's happened in the world, everybody wants a holiday. So you're going to have to suck it up and do it. Because if you don't, then you're just not going to get here. Now, I know there's problems at the airports in the UK, so that's going to be stressful. So just make sure you get there early. I've been told that it's not to do with the tour operators, it's to do with the baggage handlers. They've not got enough, they've not got enough staff, and they haven't got the capacity for the big rush, because it's a huge rush. If you think everybody's been locked down, there's been rules, there's been regulations, no one can be bothered. So now there's a huge rush, there's problems. So if you want to take the stress out of your holiday, please book your excursions in advance. And I'm not saying this just because I sell excursions, I'm saying this because it's very stressful for me having to fight to get people on boats, buses and everything like that. It's literally, you know, they're sending stop sales on a Sunday saying next availability is Friday, and it's only June the 2nd or 3rd. So make sure to book in advance, because if you've got stress at the airport and then you get here and there's nothing to do because you haven't booked in advance, you're going to be very disappointed. Look at this, plenty of people here, all off for a day of Fuerteventura. I think they're French. I think that's a French group. And here is the direction to the ticket offices. Loads going on, busy, dusty. So it's not the nicest experience getting the ferry down here at the moment, but when you get over to Fuerteventura, it's nice. So there you go, there's the offices there, guys, if you want to come and see Fred Olsen and Armas. And I told you where the Romero office was as well. You can also go to the toilet here as well, and there's a little cafe where you can get some food. All that's left to say is thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're coming to Lanzarote and you need anything at all, please drop us a comment, get on our website. You can go onto the live chat, we're there to help. And remember, take the stress out your holiday and get them excursions booked if you want to do things in Lanzarote, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.